Right guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something a little bit different here on the channel. I'm going to be showing you how to use the in-game editor in FM24. So you can see our game screen on right now. I'm going to start a brand new game for this to give you a base idea starting off straight away. What's going to happen? We're going to use mode Birmingham City for this mode. Why not? Choose game mode. Take your fancy, whatever sort of save you're doing for this. Take your fancy. We're going on original for this one as we begin to start our setup. But before you go any further though, make sure you have got the in-game editor already installed, of course. You go into Football Manager here, downloadable content, Football Manager 2024 in-game editor. And it will say here to install it. I already have it, so I can press play now. It'll put it straight back in to Football Manager 2024. So of course, if we go any steps further on this screen, you need to make sure here, prevent use of in-game editor. You don't want that tick, do you? Because you want to be able to use the in-game editor in your game. So we'll leave everything else as it is right now. Just make sure that one isn't ticked. And then we can go in and start our brand new game with the editor enabled. So day one at your new game, you might notice there's normally meant to be a pencil here to use the in-game editor. If you haven't got that already, make sure you go into preferences. And you might have to make sure show in-game editor in the menu bar. Tick that little box there. And when you hit confirm, you'll notice you can see it great out there in the background whilst the skin changes over now. So you wait a few short moments for your skin to change, and then the in-game editor will be accessible to you. So you can see on screen now, in-game editor is enabled. You can see a bunch of options here. We're going to dive into each of these individually. But we'll start off with player editing. How does player editing work? We'll go on to John Ruddy, of course, veteran goalkeeper of Birmingham City. If we go here, start editing. Straight away, you can see now we've got little boxes here around certain areas. So the contract type, the contract length, the age of the player. So we could actually make John Ruddy now much younger. Make Johnny Ruddy, here we go, born in 2006 now. He's now 16 years of age. He doesn't look 16 years of age. Don't get me wrong, John, you don't look 16. Sorry, mate, but technically we can make John Ruddy 16 years of age. We can change his contract so he doesn't expire for another couple of years, 28 here, let's say. So he's here for the long term now as a 16-year-old keeper. I'm sorry, John, you're not 16. I don't know how long I'm pretending this little life for, mate. Honestly, I won't lie. You might be wondering as well straight away, why is my game look a bit different? I'm using the Tato skin. That will be linked down below if you want to try that out. It's a very good skin. You got all these different mods on here to try and look out for, and different stuff you can look at in game. So yeah, back to John. What we can do now, back to start editing. We can actually edit any attributes we want to change with John. So of course, the maximum number will say here on screen now. The minimum value is 1 and the maximum value is 20. So what we can do here, we can just put 20s in all of these. And just like that, John has a whole board of 20s everywhere across his ability now. Even with free kick taking and penalty taking, John Ruddy's scoring some free kicks in your save. That could be interesting to see. But it isn't just that you can do as well. So we go back to our squad screen here. We can see now, if we tip the pencil, edit club details. We can do so many different things in our club. You can change the reputation of the club. You make the club the biggest reputation in the world. You can see it right on screen now. The minimum value again is 1. Maximum value is 10,000. So we can make this now 10,000 for their reputation. The morale, that can go as high as 20. We put up to 20 as well to try and help the team. Club attendance, I mean, the stadium might not be big enough, but I mean, you can put 1 million people in there if you really wanted to as well. You can do as much as you want. Okay, you can't put 1 million people in there because our attendance is kind of stuck at that. But be realistic with these things, of course, as well. Maximum club attendance. Right now, ours is set at 40,000, but we can go as far as 150,000 people attending here at St Andrews. That'd be absolutely insane. Finances as well. Maybe a little bit of bump in your extra money, maybe. See here, you can do up to £1 billion. We can go here now. Throw a few zeros on the end. What's the worst that can happen? We can't do that many. That's the worst that can happen. That is the worst that can happen. So we can go like that now instead. And that sits much nicer. If we go down to our transfer budget as well, the transfer budget can go as far as 1 billion, which is absolutely insane to think about, really. So I mean, again, we can do it now. Much different. If we go into our transfer budget now, you'll see it's at 10 million. But we can edit that again now and make it even more. So let's go on that finances again. Let's throw 2 more zeros on the end. What's the worst that can happen? Look at that budget. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous budget. Much now than Birmingham City to spend. We could bring in Kylian Mbappe. We could bring in actually, even better than that though, what you can do though, if you want Kylian Mbappe Birmingham City, you can do that within the editor. You can go on here now, hit edit, move to my club directly. And straight away, transfer fee. No, we're going to pay Kylian nothing. He's now a Birmingham City player. Haaland. How about Erling Haaland? Was he going to play at Birmingham City? He doesn't get a choice because now he's playing at Birmingham City. So we've added money to the club. We've added the reputation, the attendance. We've brought in Haaland and Mbappe. What else can we do within the in-game editor? You can move players. You can edit staff members. You can edit personal details. You can edit club contracts for yourself as well. And sticking with the theme of goalkeepers, you can edit your staff as well. When you go start editing now, we can make Mike Taylor the best goalkeeping coach in the entire world. For a Birmingham City player, we can now make him the best goalkeeping coach in the entire world by giving him 20s everywhere. But we'll go back to this new star player, Kylian Mbappe, of course. I don't want his attributes to get any worse. He gets to like 35, things are going to start dropping off. What you can do as well is this thing here, freeze attributes. Now, they will never change. They won't get any better, but they won't get any worse either. So Mbappe could be this good for the entirety of his whole career. Here, now he's locked in at Birmingham City. And maybe there's a player at your club you're not really a fan of as well. You mean you can go as far as saying terminate the loan. It's done straight away. You know what? We can go one step further. Maybe we shouldn't even play with Werner Bremen anymore. We can go there now. We can actually terminate his contract. If we go back into Oliver Burke here, go into his contract. We can go here. Terminate his contract. He's a free agent now instead. Oliver Burke doesn't even have a club now because we didn't want him at Birmingham City, and we thought Werner Bremen would do you a favour as well. Would do you a favour, and we'll get rid of him for you as well. But there's so many more things you can do as well. You can see on screen now. Remove any injuries. If Haaland has an injury, like you're running for the end of the season, you're like, you know what? Let's just get rid of all of injuries. Look at that now. He's absolutely at his peak. Not a single injury in sight. We can edit his contract. We can unhappiness as well. If you get a ban, if he gets a red card in the match, just go on here and just press that button, get rid of all these bans, why not? And if it gets too much for you, again, you can just terminate his contract. Off he goes. And Haaland's now a free agent. Maybe you can go manage Real Madrid instead and take him over there. But of course, these aren't the only things you can do in-game as well. You can go down here and straight away, you can show all the stuff in the search, all the players in search. You can find every player. You can edit the kit details as well. If you want to change the club kit in-games when you're playing matches, we could put Birmingham City into a different colour. As long as it ain't claret and blue, I will let you off. But let's say you want to put in a black kit for this one. You know, that's got icon number down the back now, has black around it. The shirt numbers. Here we go. We can change the shirt as well. A bright yellow shirt for our home kit. Why not? I mean, I won't get me wrong. I'm not a fan of the new kits for Birmingham City, but it's something you can do in the game editor. You know, allow licensed kits as well. So we press that now. The kits are back on perfectly. That's lovely stuff. Edit club details. Another one you can do. Of course, we mentioned about the reputation, the morale, the finances. There's other things you can do as well. There's obviously the stuff like future transfers, money due from transfers as well. Of course, we owe money each month for these players. Ethan Laird, we're paying Man United this much money a month. Not anymore. We've got rid of all of them. Sanderson, Laird. We're not playing for them you boys anymore to your parent clubs, your former clubs, of course. We can change the capacity of the stadiums. We can expand the capacity. We can make St Andrews much, much bigger. 150,000 capacity? Sure, why not? Why not? Let's make it absolutely huge. Bigger than Wembley. Bigger than Wembley. We can change the pitch size. We can change... If we have a gravel pitch, a surface could be gravel for the pitch. That is going to be absolutely horrendous to play on. Some really good sand as well. We can have a sand pitch as well to play on. We can put a roof on St Andrews. We can edit so much stuff within the stadium. Relationships as well. I mean, Aston Villa, we hate them, spoke onto the game. That makes sense. That does make sense. I mean, Stoke so much I don't really understand realistically, but we'll let it slide. We'll let it slide. Current affiliations as well. Retired squad numbers. I mean, Jude Bellingham. If you want to use the number 22 shirt for Birmingham and think, you know what, Jude ain't going to come back here realistically. He's at Real Madrid, living the dream. We can get rid of that. And now the number 22 shirt is available to use in-game. And let's try this now over at La Liga with Real Madrid, of course. We can try some different stuff over here as well. I mean, maybe we can go on to someone like Carlo Ancelotti. Maybe Carlo Ancelotti, an even better coach than he's... Oh, you know what, even better. Move him to my club, Carlo. You can be my assistant manager, Carlo Ancelotti. Now the new Birmingham City assistant manager. Sorry, Real Madrid, we've took your manager. So now we're diving to Man City, because an interesting thing as well, of course, registration, of course, in the Champions League. You need an emergency goalkeeper. I've used all my keepers. They're all injured. That seems to be a thing this year. What you can do instead, you can go down here. You can allow squad registration at any time. And that basically means you can put players in and out. Scott Carson, a late call-up to the Champions League final. Here we go. And that is just a few examples of all the things you can do this year in the FM24 in-game editor. We'll be making a video going through the pre-game editor very, very soon as well, discussing how you can move clubs, different leagues, and all sorts. So much more you can do to make custom databases in FM24. But this is quite interesting what you can do with the in-game editor. If you want to use it, of course, go for it. Don't feel like you can't use it. It's there for a reason. Have fun, enjoy the game, and use the in-game editor and have a lot of fun doing so. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed it, please make sure, as always, subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and we'll see you again very, very soon.